Gonna be out of torches in a second, aren't I? Oh, dear Lord! Okay, I'm fine. Oh, dear Lord, again! Ah! Okay, we're fine. You know how it is. Creepers be creeping. Yes, I've been on another little caving expedition to gather lots of copper the organic way, the classic way. I've been mining, smelting, and crafting, and now we've got 3 aging platforms down the bottom here. Of course, all the fully oxidized stuff is hidden down below, but that's not going to be the focus of this episode. Oh no. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft, and today's episode, it's all about getting organized. My tolerance for the state of my ender chest cannot be tolerated no more. Look at this, I've just been filling up shulker box after shulker box with random junk. Oh, and the very first thing I need to do is change how the flat shulker box appears in my inventory. This is all possible thanks to Iscal85 and his team, who have updated the Shulker Plus mod that we use here on Hermitcraft. This was inspired by last season's quest to find better visuals for these shulker boxes. And our first solution was to have the item or block inside of the shulker box rendered on top of it. With time and the various use of resource packs, we ended up with this aesthetic, which I absolutely adore. And with this command here, we can achieve that again with the Shulker Plus mod. So now we have the flat shulker box render filling up the entire space of the inventory slot. But here's the next problem. I'm not particularly a fan of this type of rendering. Let's go and place it down on the ground as well. We get this 3D dinky little box right here, and I'm just not really into it. So I had a little eureka moment recently. This right here is ZF's locked inventory slot texture that's been applied to a stick. Let's go and put this in here, put that on there, and what would you know, it can be applied to the shulker box's rendering, and there it is. And when it's in our inventory, we'll have a texture on it too. So rather than scanning through old videos trying to find the contents of my ender chest, I realized the best way was to restore the Hermitcraft Season 9 world onto my computer, because then we got all of the boxes right here. You see, this isn't just about aesthetics, it's about functionality too. Each of these shulker box has a layout for items that I am rather familiar with, and I want to transfer into this season of Hermitcraft, because then when I need to reach into my ender chest to pull out certain building materials, I'm already accustomed with the way that I've organized this before. So I'm going to spend a lot of time rummaging through chests, putting things into shulker boxes, finding out about resources that I'm missing. I'm probably going to have to wrangle up a whole bunch of dyes as well to color code my shulker boxes. But there is one more technical step, and that is to import some of the textures from the game so that it can be displayed like this on a box. So currently, all I need are these flat textures down the bottom here, but you know, the ender chest isn't everything. As you can see, we used to organize all of our logs like this. So there are a lot of textures I got to rip out of the game and put into the resource pack. So every season of Hermitcraft, we're always trying to find ways to improve things. And now we dynamically push resource pack updates to the server. So check this out in chat. Down here it says that I have made a push from GitHub, and that if I reconnect, the new resource pack will be ready. So disconnect, connect, and we should see, yep, a new resource pack is being downloaded. And look at this. Here they are. Woo! This is really cool. So I've added an extra one into the mix because we got loads of tough blocks. So I'm going to have one with the granite texture on it. But yeah, I've imported these ones all from the previous configuration. But of course, these are to be used on shulker boxes, and that I find immensely gratifying. That is how I want to see it in the world. But now that we've achieved this, my curiosity is getting the better of me. So let's go ahead, enable arms. What if you swap that to your head? I mean, could this be useful in some way? And the other one is, of course, an item frame. Oh yeah, it just sort of appears inside of it. I was wondering, it might take up the whole block, you know, like a map does. So I've applied these to sticks, and if we applied them to maps, then they could technically do that. Anyway, I was just being curious because, of course, our intention here is to use these for the shulker boxes. Alright, it's now time to jump ahead in time because I pretty much spent a whole day's worth of playtime working on these boxes. Oh, it's been mad sorting through all the items, made some changes, got some pink petals over here, got an animated campfire, and I tell you what, all of this is subject to change. I'll probably be working on it on my live streams. If you pop in and want to give me some feedback, that would be awesome. Look at the pickaxe here, it's shiny and enchanted. Yeah, the MBT data of these items gets transferred over in this new system, so that's really cool. If we go ahead and look at the contents, the layout will be slightly different from before because I've actually rearranged some things, but you'll notice there's lots of these iron bars. Now these are mostly just filling in spaces for materials that I haven't actually put into the shulker boxes. Why did I put an ender chest there? Moving on, we'll go through these one by one so you can have a look. Lots of things are missing. You'll also notice the name up here is always orange and I've attached a little symbol. Again, I think I'm going to tweak those things in a live stream. So with the aquatic, that's all of the dead corals and all of those variants. So that's why there's a lot of iron bars in there. But let's breeze through these a little quicker. The idea with all of this is that you've kind of got like one of every single block in the game. So this isn't trying to provide me with tons of resources for a build. It's trying to provide me with a little bit of something from all different parts of the game. Oh yeah, and I hadn't finished this one yet. This is kind of important actually. This isn't going to be woods. Because they've added more trees to the game, this is going to be all of the saplings and leaves. And then we're going to have a separate black chest for logs. Alright, let's try and get through these a little quicker. We've got your different owns and stores. And again, it's all just like one of each type. So you can use this as a kind of canvas for creativity. Have a look at all the blocks in the game. Figure out what ones you want to use. Okay then, I pushed a couple of extra textures to the server. So now we've got our logs organized like this. And yes, that's like the barrier block texture that I put onto a stick. Now, normally I use iron bars to show that like a slot is locked for something else. But I actually wanted a distinction where I could say this slot is free. However, both the iron bars and the barrier kind of look like the same thing. And somewhere in one of these chests, there should actually be a stack of iron bars for decorating and building. So we're probably going to switch this around, but the idea is that an iron bar is something where an item can go, but a barrier is a slot that's actually free. So as I've gone and done this all over again, you can see that I've found some things that were doubled up and we can free up some space for future things. You know, because blocks are always being added to this game, and even with the past update, my system here is a little outdated. For example, the decorated pot doesn't even have a home yet. Right, I want to get all these things into my ender chest now. And this, my friends, is what it's all about. That beautiful, clean look. We are organized and upgraded. Now I just want to do a little bit of before and after. So this is this season. This is how it used to look. Yeah, I think it's pretty decent. And of course, if you want to get organized yourself, you can replay this video. Use me opening the shulker boxes as like a reference so you can copy and paste what I've done. And trust me, it's going to take you all day to get this organized, but it is worth it for the rest of the season. Oh my god. Oh, it took so long that practically all of my copper has aged. Look at this. You can tell I've been busy. And with a little more time, that aging process finished, and I had to go through and mine all 3 platforms of this stuff, gathering up the blocks so that we could go and stock up our temporary copper shop, which needed a little bit of an expansion because we'd filled up that first barrel. And this was good timing because we were about to make some copper sales.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi?
Hello there,
Hello,
sir.
hi? What's going on?
Have you seen Chester?
Chester? Is this guy right here, Chester?
Yeah, he's got very strong kneecaps.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, his knees are going to buckle. That's what that looks like.
He doesn't skip leg day. He's got a magic trick. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it?
Sure, okay.
Okay, come with me.
All right. From over here.
Chester is a very handsome, proud boy.
Oh, I know what this is. This is a view distance thing. The chests are going to disappear.
It's not. It's a magic trick.
Oh!
Aha!
Oh. Hey! Oh. That's kind of cool, though. I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
I stole items from you the other day.
That's all right, Xisuma.
Oh.
A lot of people do.
What if I stole a lot of items?
What items are we talking about?
I didn't steal a lot. I was doing my ender chest organizing, and I needed one prismarine, and I looked through every single one of your chests. But then I would notice that you would have I don't know, like a stack of leather, or like there's loads of these little items that I'm missing. So I ended up pinching like 6 or 7, like one
random items.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I wanted to
You're
tell
welcome to take whatever you want. I kind of feel like you're helping demonstrify the situation by taking things out.
Oh yeah, no, this is a horrible. Like, what are you doing? I was looking at this and I'm like, why are there like single chests? Just there's no structure to any of this.
Xisuma, look at my area. Okay, stand over here. This is a great view. Look here, and now look this way in general. Just this way, this diagonal way. Like, look at the RD tower.
Okay.
You might just as well be on a realm for 12-year-olds.
Yeah, I now see it. I like the Nether portal. One person managed to get a build together. Someone built a giant duck.
It's not a duck. It's Perry.
Perry? Who's Perry?
Yeah, Perry the platypus.
Okay, I am ignorant. I'm very ignorant.
What do you think of my new build? I was so happy with this. It's not finished at the top yet, but I was so happy with this build, right? And then I posted my video, and wow, I got a lot of people saying this is garbage.
Really?
I think it looks awesome.
Okay.
I was so happy with it. My shading and everything.
Okay, disclaimer alert. I'm not a builder, right? I try hard at building. That's all I can say. For me, this is a great start, but it's missing a sense of like what it is, because the texturing and the shapes are awesome. But I feel like I need to know more about what this thing is. Like, it's almost like it's missing a bunch of like pipes or metal things that then start to tell a story about what it is. Because those grey vents, they kind of look like they've got a lot of decay underneath them, or like moss, you know, like growth.
Yeah.
So it needs the rest of that. Like, maybe out of one of those vents is like a liquid flowing on the other side, and then maybe there's like another structure with the liquid flowing into it, and it starts to like look more like it's a part of something.
Interesting. Yeah, I would say that I need the top half of it, the top bit, so that I can shade the top, and then it's interesting that you're saying that add on to it, because I am planning on. Although someone isn't selling copper yet, so it's a bit hard.
I am selling copper. What? I was waiting
Are
to
you?
do my copper plug.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
man.
take me there. Take me there.
Oh, we're right. Bring your diamonds. Bring your diamonds.
How many diamonds should one bring? Just out of curiosity.
Bring all your diamonds, because I've got so much copper, you'll probably want all of it.
Where are all my diamonds? So
That's a good
confusing.
question. Not in this one.
How much did you take? I'm just
do you
kidding.
know what would be good? This. A sign is all you need.
Are there diamonds in there? That sign is lying. I went for the sign and it's like, no, that's a lying sign.
Oh my god. Should
That's
I
not
just...
helpful at
all
all.
right, okay, this is what all your signs should say.
What are you going to write? Random?
Uh-huh.
Random junk. But wait, there are non-junk items in here. Look, there's a pitcher plant in there.
No,
There's a
no,
pyramid
no,
there,
no.
crying
It's all
obsidian.
random junk.
It's all random junk. Okay, fair enough. Thank you for helping me organize, Xisuma.
Yeah, it's way more organized now. You know where everything is. Because it's all random junk.
I'm confused. I know I have some deep slit diamonds.
Oh, I found them! Oh, no, I didn't.
You found them?
No, sorry, I got confused.
How do you get
No,
confused
I didn't
about
find
finding
some more.
diamonds?
I thought they were yours, but they're someone else's.
Wait, did you just take some diamonds out of my chest?
Oh, what?
That's funny.
I would never do such a thing.
Okay.
You found them yet?
I know I have a stack of ores. Oh, there it is. Stack of ores. Yeah, I thought I had more loose diamonds as well. Okay, let's go.
This guy threw them at your feet and then you like walked away.
Oh, you found some more. Oh, look at this. Yeah, that's
yeah,
more
yeah.
like it. Okay. There it is.
Have you seen Doc's ginormous hourglass?
I have. Yes, I have.
It's ridiculous.
It's so massive
It's
that
so
the shopping district looks broken.
yeah, it's so big that I think it's gonna have to be the center.
I mean, it looks awesome.
It's cool, but
um,
everything else is going to look very strange next to it.
what do you mean everything else looks strange? What about this
It's
mount?
just going to
this is a shop?
dwarf everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
I know exactly what you mean.
this is small, but it looks even smaller. This is very nice. Oh, it's the wheat on the sign is such a cool detail. I need to steal that idea. Pass it off as my own. No.
Oh, you can't do that in vanilla? Oh, okay. I thought you could attach them in vanilla, but that's an armor.
That would be, you know, they could add that, right? Right click on it with an item. That would be so good. My store is over there if you want some
yes, where is it?
Copper. Straight ahead. Around the back here is the copper.
Ah,
I've got my permit on display, you know.
Very nice. What, 16 for 1 diamond? Okay, I like that price.
It's early game. It's all organically farmed, no copper farm. Later on, you know, I'll bring the price down, but right now, you know.
I've talked about this. I think that we're gonna cause an inflation if we don't.
Oh, my man. There's another barrel over here.
Nice. Hold on.
How keen are you on copper? Dang, I gotta get back to work by the looks of it.
Hold my bust box. Here we go.
Oh my days! Complete sellout. Great success. Great success. Thank you, Iskal.
Tips for the author.
Tips! Oh my god. Oh, we're off to a wonderful start. Dang, thank you.
Xisuma, your copper shop is out of stock.
I know, I gotta go back. I gotta go back and start mining more copper.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Thank you, Xisuma.
I've had only a teeny tiny bit of time to go copper mining. But once again, oh, Enderman in the base, hello. Got a bunch of this stuff to mine again. So we're gonna head over with this stuff to the shopping area to restock, but we're not taking name tag. Look at this. Name tag, trademarked. I believe Corrales dropped this horse off for me. I did mention that I loved his horse that could jump really high. Check this out. Woo! Oh man, are we both taking damage? I took some damage. Look at that jump. And the speed is amazing too. So last episode we talked about the stable committee. I think we've got to wrangle Corrales into this so that we can all have some of the speediest horses to get around the server on. Maybe this season I'll actually be able to resist the temptation of using the elytra to get around. Now the reason that I'm bringing you back here to restock on camera is to mention that this season I want to keep track of every single sale that we make. And I want to do this in a really interesting way that I've been trying to figure out for a long time. And now push has come to shove and I've really got to like nail down a final idea. It's going to take a bit of brainstorming time and creativity. And in the meantime, I had this idea that I realized wasn't so great. So we made 39 diamonds plus a tip from Iskal. That's 48 total. And you know, I could keep track of these in a document or write it in a lectern on the game itself, but I want something big and visual. But have you spotted it? What's different about this right here, eh? Look at that. That is the old school diamond texture, which I have actually put onto sticks down here. So I was going to do like a 1-for-1 equivalent and just keep these in a chest until I found like a more interesting texture. But really, that's kind of dull and not very interesting. However, look, we can rename this, but then it's italic. But with our format name utility, we can take the italic away. So then it's really going to look like a regular diamond in the inventory. Now, my friends, this is an experiment. I am not trying to scam my fellow hermits, but I do need you to keep a secret. Can you do that from me? Let's see which of the other hermits actually spot that these diamonds aren't legit. So I'm going to try and spend like the smallest amount of diamonds at each shop, like just one here for now. And here's the thing, if these two are like alongside each other, it's going to be really obvious. Look at the creativity. I love this, splitting up the enchantment name onto multiple signs. And the shop itself, you come in and you take the book that you want. So we're going to buy a piercing. Going to leave. This is where we get caught out, right? It actually took me a second there to figure out which diamonds were the illegitimate ones. Let's put those as far away from each other as we can. 3 diamonds for 32 glow lichen. Come on, False. That's a bit on the steep side, isn't it? 2 diamonds for 32. We can definitely do that. Oh, and I absolutely love the wheat sign here. Okay, mud is the cheapest at 2. Oh, look, but there's other diamonds in here. Okay, I think we're going to have to buy something no one else has. 3 diamonds for muddy mangrove roots. I must admit, I feel a little cheeky now that I've brought a few things from each of the shops. So we turned a bad idea into a little bit of fun and mischief. But the real fun is for all of you tight-lipped commenters out there. Okay, just watch the other hermits and see for yourself if they spot the diamonds or not. And that will put a wrap on our activities on the server today. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like. Thanks as always for doing that. And I'll see you soon with another episode of Hermitcraft. Bye-bye.